them.
Hold on.
We rely on them so much, bro.
Hold on for a second, Tam.
I heard about the Bretton
Hold
Woods.
on, man.
Pain, hold on.
You can't just keep filibustering, man. Hold on, man. You said a lot. Hold on for a second,
bro.
I mean, just hold on for a minute. Listen, hey, Frank. The title of this show is, if you look at it, the rise of black conservatives, right? So we're talking conservative shit. And this whole thing about you made a mistake with China, because with the whole point of the terrorists is that everybody's been fucking us over for decades.
And I get that.
No, hold on. Don't start talking. He's trying to fix it. And the only reason why it looks bad is because we're seeing the sausage being made. That's it. And once that shit calms down, I expect the market to explode.
That's what you expect. But that's not. That's not.
It is because they have to print. We have to print our way out of shit. Hold on? Do you know in 10 months we got to refinance $10 trillion? That's why he keep asking Powell to fucking lower interest rates. Did your ass know that, or were you just watching CNN?
And he's got to do that soon. He's got to do that soon.
So do you know that shit though? Do you know that shit? So until you know that shit, bro, stop saying.
What did you say about?
Yeah,
what did you say about interest rate?
Let's kind of tone down. Let's kind of tone down the name calling while we're talking to each other, man. That's what I'm asking.
So this is what I have a problem with, man. You see some shit on, like, black folks will only see some shit on TV and not know what really is going on.
Yeah, but we don't need to get to get too hot and heavy over that, though. I mean,
you a motherfucker, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, man, I just be honest about what I see, bro. That's it. Y'all can talk about 10 months down the line doing 145% of tariffs on China when China really don't do that much business with the U.S.
You're still missing the point, though.
They do.
You're still missing the point.
I can't even speak.
We don't care what China just. What China needs us. China needs us, Frank.
You told me to come up here, and I can't even speak.
Everybody wants to filibuster, man.
I'm not even filibuster.
No, I'm kind of fucking with what he's talking about. So you think I think the opposite side of what you're saying is I think they spend less. I think they spend 2.5% with us versus how much we spend with them.
Right.
I think that's the difference. What you're saying, because we spend a lot of money with China, though.
Right, and then also when Trump tried to, and this is another reason why the whole 90 days also had to be extended, was because when you try to go, oh, well, we already got like a 10% tariff on the auto industry, right? And then be like, well, we're going to put another 45% tariff on it, knowing that when you make an American-made car, it goes to Mexico and it goes to Canada, both of the places that you were putting tariffs on heavily, right? About 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times before it's sold here in America. So just think about that for a second. That means that, okay, so we tariff the car when it's going to Mexico, right? They tariff us back. Then they pay the tariff to come back here. Then it goes back there. That's another, because it's all import export. Okay. So that's all tariff. So cool. And then you come back here to sell.
All right, Frank, so here's where me and you disagree, because you're combining two different country tariffs. You're combining two different things into one conversation, right? Because a Ford, and I'm gonna say this, I hope you dumb Americans keep doing what y'all doing, because y'all making my Ford stocks look beautiful right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. My Ford stocks look fucking beautiful right now. Anyway, that's a separate conversation. I think what you just said, you were combining two different tariffs, right? Because if we're talking about American-made cars being tariffed coming out of Mexico, that percentage is a total difference from the tariffs coming out of China.
No. So that
I'm telling you what it said. Hey, I'm telling you, because as a weed smoking ignorant nigga that's in these headphones, that's what it sounds like when you said to me. It sounds like you was putting two different things together.
No, I wasn't focused. I was saying on the opposite side, right? So like that was just the China shit. We spoke about that, and I'm saying, okay, so even if people agree or disagree with that, I'm saying then on the opposite side, like then before that you started tariff in Mexico and China. I mean Mexico and Canada, right? Canada. But I'm saying our cars, and all I'm saying was our cars that we get made in America go to both of those countries for parts. So sure. but then when you put that tariff on the auto plus whatever was already there, then they said that the consumer was going to have to pay another $12,000 to $14,000 a car because of that. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is so in 10. So I'm saying in 10 months when I'm saying in 10 months.
I'm asking, is that happening? Is that people? I'm asking you a question. You gotta let people. I'm telling you. Is that happening? Is that happening? Are people paying 12? Didn't they exempt those cars?
Exempt what cars? Exempt what cars?
Yeah, no. Didn't they exempt? And then what's the goal you think he's doing? He's trying to fix all this. You're seeing the sausage making.
So you're gonna see the price of the car. So my question is, so if it's expected for the car prices to go up $10,000 to $12,000, and then so let's just say it went up now, right? Mm-hmm. And then in 10 months, are we saying that they're going to take the car prices back down $5,000?
Well, okay, 6, let me ask you a question. Has the car prices went up $10,000? I
asked the question.
I'm gonna tell you,
they haven't gone up like you're saying.
Hey, Payne, I'm gonna tell you as someone who has sold cars. I'm telling you right now, if you sitting in front of my desk trying to buy a brand new car right now, I'm putting extra on the MSRP on that car on purpose because of what's happening in the news.
My boy just bought
that right now.
My boy just bought a Toyota. Right, he just bought a Toyota truck next door to me, $70,000, bro. Like $70K
for no figure because as a regular ignorant consumer, you can't argue it. If you come in to buy a new car and I tell you this is the price of the car because of the tariffs, you can't argue it. And even if I take money off of the price of the car, I'm still gonna knock you in the fucking head as a salesman because of what you seeing on the news.
Well, people been spending $70,000 for 100. People have like $1,000
cars. That's what I'm talking about. But okay, you got it.
I mean, what I'm saying is, I'm saying, are you saying? I mean, like I said, you're saying what you project in the future.
No, that's what y'all are saying. Y'all said $70,000. That's what you're saying, Payne.
People are paying $70,000 for cars all the time.
That's what you're saying. You said 10 months down the line. You said we're seeing it now. So in the stores right now, when you're paying all that shit for eggs to make you said that you said
it went down.
Okay, but I'm saying you guys said in about 10 months that we're going to see that it's going to be different. That's what y'all said.
He said wait till the midterms. He said wait till the midterms.
We got the fucking guy's been in office for 100 days, and we expect a miracle. I mean, listen, the next 100 days.
Nah, I'm not.
We got to go by. There's got to be some yardsticks that make sense. I mean, we just on the book at the dude over 100 days. It's crazy,
right?
And
nobody
just complain about about your neighbor buying a everybody $70,000, right?
Everybody's not complaining about it.
No, that's not. I was about to say every president gets judged by their first 100 days. Do they not? Every president gets judged by so what are you talking about? You act
like you got a terminal illness after 100 days. It's just a snapshot.
No, it's just critiquing what I see. It's not a terminal illness. It's critiquing what I see. I'm not sitting here acting like everything is all good. I'm not sitting here acting like everything is all good. That's all I'm saying.
And you're making it more than it is. These sausage making so we can stop getting fucking taken to the cleaners by the world. Right. That's what he's doing. He's making individual deals with every country. You can't do that in 100 days. It's going to take the next 100 days. You can come back and say it's still fucked up.
I never said that everything was going to be done in 100 days. I never.
But you're making it seem like we're supposed to have a critique on what he's doing in 100 days. It's only been 100 days, bro.
So every president get judged off of their first 100 days.
And so what he's doing is a good job. So he's doing a good job.
Okay.
We're gonna settle the deal with Ukraine, mineral deal. Okay. We holding China to task. We don't lower gas. We don't lower eggs. What else is there?
And he's making a deal in Uganda and Rwanda's trying to stop that for their mineral rights in the Congo.
So for the first 100 days, he's doing a damn good job. That's it. In the end of the fucking discussion. Like let's end that. Let's end that.
In the discussion because
like the first 100 days. For the first 100 days. Like let's end that. Let's end that. He's doing a damn good job.
We don't have to end the discussion, but we don't have to end the discussion. But
I'm talking about
Frank, you know what, Frank, but I still want to hear how your Lord and Savior's on the Democratic side.
I don't have no Lord. I don't.
Argument,
that's what you don't get with me. I don't have no Lord and Savior.
Payne, that's not the argument. He's not trying to argue for the Democrats. Payne, I'm not saying you doing it, but I said it and I explained it, man. Like the first 100 days ain't supposed to be sunshine and rainbows, and you over here driving a Porsche right now. Like he's doing everything he said he was going to do. He's done it. Now,
gotcha.
When I mean in the discussion, I'm not mean let's end the discussion, let's stop talking about it. But what black folks like to do is whenever you're doing something right, niggas like to say, well, they ain't perfect. He got this wrong, but he got 90% right.
Gotcha.
90% right, he got right. Okay. He held back he pushed back and made a 90-day extension because the treasury market was getting exploded.
All right. So the last thing I'm gonna say is this.
That's
the reason why Candace Owens called him out was because she felt like he was starting to infringe upon free speech.
Okay.
He was.
So she was saying that, if you're gonna start at a college, then there's no telling, because at colleges there's all different, the students have all different causes and they all stand for all different things in the college. And so if you're going to tell a college, like a group of college, it's literally a group and 33 students that helped, that signed a petition that has something to say about Israel. And so they were like, so when Trump was like, nah, like, well, I'm getting cool with Benjamin Netanyahu right now. So like, I'm not rocking with that. So this is why y'all gonna not get this $2.2 billion and all that. And so that's why Candace Owens was calling them out. And so to say like, and it'd be like, yeah, like he, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like we're talking about free speech here, and how that could also impact. I mean, Payne, you really don't got to worry about it no more because your kids are out of college. But when our kids are going to college, they could be impacted by it and things like that.
You don't have no argument up there. I agree that Candace was right.
Yes,
but we might differ on why she's right. She's doing all this because she has this thing that he's doing all that for Israel. But go ahead, Tan.
And I'll give you a lifeline, Frank. Like I said, we're not an echo chamber. There's a lot of conservatives who voted for Trump don't like how America. It feels like we're always caping for Israel.
That's right. I hate that shit.
So they're not gonna say that on TV, and I'm gonna stop saying that. But a lot of us conservatives that are really conservatives and voted for him and want to see America prosper and become like it was before, we don't like how we're always backing up Israel. And so you're not going to see that on TV, but you will hear that on podcasts or in conversations like this if you really understand and really want to dig deep into why some people don't like Trump on him backing Israel and why we're always backing Israel. So I do
want to make sure we add this piece in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we add this piece in there because there's plenty of niggas like me that hear stories. So this is a two-parter. One, we hear stories like Harvard, and what was the number you just gave, Frank? I think you said 1.6 billion.
No, it was two. No, so it was 60 million.
I thought it was 9 billion.
It was 60 million in It was 60 million in grants, I believe, and then 2.2 billion in something else. So either way.
When you say to niggas like me, when you say a crazy ass number like that, why the fuck should I give a fuck about Harvard? Come on, man. Like, why should I care? Why should I care?
No, we're talking about them. We're talking about them censoring free speech.
I understand that. I understand.
Not just Harvard.
I hear what you're saying. But in order to get to that free speech part that you're talking about, in order to get to that, niggas like me or that was raised like me that's been on food stamps or Section 8 and all that other kind of shit. Sure. Like we not even trying to get that deep, cuz you said how many $1 billion? Oh, fuck Harvard. Plus knowing how much, especially knowing how much money comes from alumni, right? Alumni donates a lot of money.
You got
we not gonna sit here and play like they don't.
53.
I want to say so I don't give a
okay.
I got you. I'm almost done. I promise I'm not long-winded. I promise I'm almost done. I swear to God, I'm not long-winded. So in terms of a school like Harvard, I say, cuz we don't give a fuck. I got a school right down the street from me, Hampton University, cuz that's an HBCU. These niggas don't get no money. We just got Michael Vick as a quarterback, and that's the only reason money's short of Michael Vick as a coach for our football team, and that's the only reason money is showing up at this school now. Okay, so Harvard, we don't niggas like me don't care about shit like that. Like we just don't care.
And I want to make a point.
Well, let me just say my piece, man. You can go after this. Listen, I don't think that they are entitled to that money. If they want their free speech, don't get the money. Keep your free speech, because they can't make you leave. Then stop trying to fight for the money. That's public funds.
That's
public funds. So I'm just saying, Trump can't change the way Harvard wants to operate. But if you're taking government money, you have there's requirements that go along with that.
Yeah. But look, Frank, Payne, are you done?
Yeah.
Before, let's back up, right? Pause. Before we get into him taking our free speech and stop funding of Harvard, I don't want Democrats to start attacking this issue of Harvard when y'all let BLM take y'all money and go buy fucking houses.
That's why that's exact, and this is what I'm saying. I'm saying this is exactly why Candace called it out. She said a lot of the stuff that they're talking about from Harvard is a lot of the same shit that now people are trying to act like it's wrong or it's wrong, but they're saying the same shit that the people from BLM was saying. So they're basing the same model off. So now, but then it's like, oh well, now this is bad. But y'all want people, y'all want conservatives and everybody to be like, oh, we support it, but y'all basically doing the exact same thing that y'all hated versus for BLM. That's what she's saying.
But what I'm saying is, like, when more black people get off the Democrat train, stop holding Republicans and conservatives with a knife, but you held Democrats with a butter knife, and let them get away with 40 years of just tearing our whole community up and wasting our vote. You know what I mean? It's what I'm saying. Like I agree. This is a good topic of conversation. Of if we back up Donald Trump, is that going to be a slippery slope to your First Amendment right of freedom of speech? Right. So this is a good conversation. I just don't want Democrats to come over here with knives and guns. But on the liberal side, y'all was just, oh yeah, BLM, rainbow, and let's paint the street. You know what I mean? Now y'all want to have.
But let me tell you, the Democrats have already censored. You guys forgot about Zuckerberg's confession? The Democrats already, under threat of destroying his business, censored who could put shit on X, on Twitter, on Facebook. All that Zuckerberg came out and said it. I mean, so the Democrats the Democrats have censored more people than anybody. If you listen to them talk, then the AOC has great speeches talking about what's a bald-headed chick. She actually advocated for censoring people's different opinions.
Joy Reid.
No. The Congresswoman, Alina, whatever, from Massachusetts or some shit. She's got a bald head. All I'm just trying to say is we got to be careful when we look at. Trump wants to bully Harvard, and I don't agree with why he wants to censor them. But if they want the money, they have to comply to something. Now, he should hold Israel to the same thing, right? I get mad when we give Israel $10 million and they say, fuck you.
Exactly.
We're doing what we want to do. So
literally bring their dirty laundry to the White House.
contradictions everywhere, everywhere. So I mean, I don't know how to fix that, but I don't. Like I said, I'm more on Candace Owens' side on this particular issue. Guess what? I didn't like the executive order he signed to try to get rid of citizens' birthright. I think that shit, you can't change that shit based on an executive order. It's got to go through the proper channels to interpret the Constitution. I'd rather see these fucking guys fix the loophole in the 13th Amendment.
You seen the video? Well, I'm not gonna do it. Y'all got
what video are you talking about? What?
The joint where it was just an interview of him where they were asking him about the Constitution and
when he said, "Oh, you got to see it in full context."
She asked him like, "Do you?" He said like, "My lawyer, I got good lawyers and all that."
So you got to see it in full context. Yeah. I think they fucked him over because he had to see it in the full context of where he was coming from. Because I don't believe that some illegal motherfucker has the same due process as an American citizen.
But it's been that way.
No. Hold on. They didn't use that shit when Obama kicked out 5 million people.
No, but he wasn't.
So wait a minute. You think that an illegal alien should be able to have lawyers? And wait a minute. The guy who's paying for that?
So Obama
kicked out 5 million people.
Right, but they weren't just like, oh,
they were not going through no due process.
They weren't just like,
oh, those people a trial.
They wasn't just like, yo, you look like a gang member, you're out of here.
Wait,
that's not what they were doing.
People had trials. You think 5 million people had trials?
That's not what I said, man.
I don't know. Process.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
I think
you got it.
I think well, it's starting to look like hey Frank, I fuck with you, bro. Cause it's starting to look like we jumping you, cuz. And I don't want you to feel like we trying to jump you.
No, I'm good. Hey, listen, I'm good, guys. I've been fighting a long time. I can box my way out of anything.
Hey, look, man, I always do feel like niggas is jumping you. As I have been listening to you talk, because I'm trying to be open and receive to what you're saying, right?
Well, yeah, you did come in a little hot.
You did come in a little hot. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to play.
He came in hot as hell, man. He came in like a firecracker. Hey, tell him about the channel.
I have been working on trying to be objective about what you're listening to. So I have, as y'all have been as y'all have been talking, I have been going through Biden's first 100 days as president. So what I'm trying to understand is when we're talking about Democrat, and I'm specifically on this point. I ain't trying to challenge you on nothing else. I'm specifically on this point. When we talking about Republican versus Democrat in that first 100 days, do you feel like one side versus the other has a better stance or has done more than the other or something of that sort?
Do I feel like one has done more than the other? No, but I think some of the shit is gonna be hard to compare only because a lot of that shit carries over from the last last administration. Yeah, so some of that's hard to kind of compare, but like the shit where it be like where you get like a Republican to come out and say, no, like right now, like this what's going on with the tariffs and shit and the high prices and all that. When you get a Republican that come out or Republicans that come out and say, hey, listen, this is Trump's economy, like now because of what he's doing with the tariffs.
I agree with that.
Okay, and then you'll get people to come on and be like, nah, bro, everything is great. I know prices are high, but we having a good time spending all this money out here buying everything, even though the price is high, right? Wow to me. And so like shit like that, bro. Like that's kind of what bothers me. But other than that, it's just the fact that like where you'll see, and then when you get like people like Senator Murkowski, she's GOP, right? And she comes out and she says to her constituents, like, we don't want to say nothing because we're scared of retaliation. So you mean to tell me that you're a president and a party that maybe not all of them agree with MAGA, but that they feel that you got your own constituents coming out and saying like, why won't you guys say nothing to Trump? Oh, well, we feel like we can't. Like a lot of us feel like we can't because we fear retaliation.
That's politics, though. That's politics.
So you feel
because so two things on. So I'm because I'm gonna wrap up again. I'm not long winded. So for one, a soft ass politician is a soft ass politician, bro. I don't got no excuse or any kind of a bail for a soft ass motherfucker. Number two, President Trump is the first time in my adult life or in my lifetime where I can say that a president is willing to stand on his 10. He is the very first president that can think of that will be willing to challenge somebody that he don't fuck with. Again, this is a concept of whether you agree or not. I don't always agree with him, but the fact that I can see a president stand on his 10 and go challenge somebody, that's some shit that I didn't think that a president had the ability to do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to put you in the conversion chamber. We're going to put you in the conversion chamber, Fake. We're going to
but I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna mute myself. Do you, Frank? Do you think that there is a particular branch? Because we know that there are 3 branches to the government. Do you think there is a particular branch that has more power than the other?
I mean, they're supposed to be co-equal, right? That's what they're supposed to be.
Fam, we in 2025 and we not fucking stupid. Do you think there's one branch that has more power than the other?
Congress is last, right? Isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, it's the executive. It's the executive.
I was going to.
I mean, they can say the judicial, right? But they don't have no power. They don't have no guns. So it's really the executive, because the Supreme Court needs to act on some of this judicial shit, because I think that the House and the Senate can limit the power of the district judge through congressional. They got to bring it to the floor. They got to vote on it. Look, so right now the judges are too broad and too partisan, and the Republicans were too dog shit stupid to use that power, and the Democrats aren't.
And look, Payne, look, Frank, I don't know how old are you?
I'm 41.
Okay, I'm 33, right? So
you said 32?
No, 33.
Okay.
So with all this going on, good and bad, bro, a lot of us back when Obama was in office was not looking up none of these terms. We weren't understanding nothing about trade, nothing about tariff. And I was still in high school. I was a junior when Obama ran. None of us was looking at these terms and figuring out what's really happening. Even with Trump right now doing with the tariff, and some people not agree with it, like the left side, if you really gonna have a good argument, you still gonna look deep into what's really going on to where you have some sense of what's happening under your nose. So even if you don't even like him, at least you're becoming more aware of what's really going on with the judicial system, with America, with trade, with Bretton Woods in 1944 with the whole fair deal trade and shit. What happened to so much stuff that kind of stole our wealth as millennials and G's and stuff. So even if you don't even like him, like he's opened up an avenue of Black people really understanding and learning about shit that Obama wasn't teaching us at all, or getting us to think about shit, because Obama had that feel good reverend of let's go outside and and hope the Cowboys win, and that's it. Nobody was really trying to change some shit under Obama, and nobody was trying to change some shit over Joe Biden. You know what I mean? So if you don't like him, okay, give him his office and this time of room of at least you learning some shit.
I just think, man, the midterms are going to be fun, man. I just think that I think that the way I see things happening, I'm looking at the market. I did a chart already on how to look at when the market went down, just regular stock. It's already more than halfway back. Right, it's already more than halfway back, and anybody who sold on the bottom did crazy, because they got spooked out since April 7th. Now we're still not a month away. The market is halfway back. Any bit of good news is going to run that.
Four stocks is at $9.50 a share right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. I remember doing when they had to save the world. It was like just at $1.
Hard money, gold's
it's
up.
Look, man,
up,
perspective is an amazing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
All of it. Hey, look, man, perspective is an amazing thing. I have been looking at my trade history, and I bought Ford stocks back in 2019. That shit was $5.15 a share. The shit is up to $10 right now. The fuck are we talking about? The fuck are we talking about? And I'm sorry, I'm being ignorant because most people don't know what the fuck we're talking about right now. Look, I think that in terms of this conversation that we've been having right now, everybody, when it comes to voting, everybody has their hot button. Everybody has that thing that they're voting for. Some of y'all, some people that are voting don't give a fuck about veterans' rights. Some people do. Some people give a fuck about voting rights. Some people don't. Everybody has that hot button when it comes to voting. And I believe that for all of us that look the same, we don't have time to be sitting here trying to split hairs
that's
who's voting for what and what's up. We just don't have time for that shit. Like we just really don't, fam. Because hey, if me, Frank, Payne, and Tan all went into the same room and voted for the same person, it ain't gonna make a fucking difference. So me sitting here yelling at Frank because he done did something different than I wanted him to do ain't gonna serve us no fucking purpose.
At all.
Fam. I appreciate the fact that I'm in my 30s now and I have the patience to watch these networks that I do, to gather the information that I do. I have the patience now to watch these YouTube videos that I do now. I appreciate the fact that I have the patience to do these things now. Because I'm telling you right now, at 21, I didn't give a fuck about what y'all boys is talking about. I didn't give a fuck
at all.
I was trying to get pussy and get drunk.
The only thing that I will say to that before I get ready to go, is that from like when you were 21, like the people who are younger than us right now, those 21-year-olds, those 22, 18, 19, like those people, they grew up in a crazy time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about going through COVID, being like coming of age as like a fucking whole what is that shit called? Damn, like a whole disaster going on, basically, right? So you got the
real pandemic.
Yeah, you got the pandemic going on the whole time. Now, so that's the reason why a lot of the younger generation are just they're just more like, now they got politicians going or like political activists going to all these different colleges, having debates with college students and doing all of that shit like that. Like, people are just becoming more aware, and also, they had to live through the shit. So it's like, oh, hold up, like, prices was going up or prices was going down. And like, I think the younger people are just a lot more in tune with what's going on nowadays, is all I'm saying. Like, back in the day, like, I didn't give a damn about, nothing but going to school. Then I joined the army. So it's just like, all right, so I'm just like, so that just was my life. I didn't really care, because it was like, well, whoever get in office, I'm going to have to abide by fucking the Constitution that I fucking swore to uphold anyway, right? Like, I gotta listen to my leadership anyway, so it's gonna be what it is. Like, you gotta adjust to every leader that you get in the military anyway, so it is what it is. But yeah, it's like, but now the younger generation came out to vote in waves this time. I just feel like they're just a little bit more in tune than we were, and I think that, like, the fact that they are even pushing back, even trying to say, like, okay, yeah, we rock with this. Okay, well, now hold up, well, we not rocking with that. Okay, we're rocking with this, because they seen that shit during COVID. They seen what happened after COVID. They seen how it was before COVID. And I think that, like, now they're just a little bit more informed, even if they not way on one side or way on left side or way, just deep into politics. I just think that they are just a little bit more informed.
Frank, if our money hyperinflates, do you think majority of people will blame Trump for that?
You said what happened?
If our money hyperinflates over the next 4 years, you think they will blame Trump, like
our money?
Americans? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, hyperinflation.
If it hyperinflates, who you think people will blame? And is it his fault?
You mean like, hold up, let me make sure I understand you correctly. The money or like the economy?
Economy.
Money.
So like the money started like, so like our money goes from what? Like,
well, basically where like your double cheeseburger could cost $20. Hyperinflation. Where everything is so expensive. So would you think they would blame Trump, or would you think they would understand what's really going on, what really happened?
I think that I think that they would. I mean, it just depends like on how this whole tariff thing goes. I mean, like if it goes like a lot of y'all say it's gonna go, or and he's gonna negotiate these great deals with these other countries, and all of a sudden it's gonna just be like, oh, okay, well, it's back to this or back to that. Like, I think people would be like, yo, well, Trump did his thing with the tariffs, like, and it was just like it took a little bit, it hurt us a little bit, but he did his thing with it.
Yeah, because he only has 4 years, short-term pain.
Right. But then if by the time he leaves and we're paying, for a double cheeseburger at McDonald's is, $5.50 when it was like $2.50, people definitely gonna blame him.
Well, of course they're gonna blame him, brother.
Okay, so as us 4 black men up here, do you think the best bet is to scream and yell and point fingers, or figure out solutions as men?
What do you?
I think the best solution. I think the best solution is figure out how to make your money in the shit that's happening in front of you.
Right.
I have personally spent the time to try and learn. I'm telling you, I like reading the fucking books, learning how to work this market that's in front of you right now is the only leverage you have.
Right.
It is the only fucking leverage you have.
I agree with
because
that.
If you think that a Democrat is going to come behind this and make it better, you're fucking stupid.
You're crazy.
If a Republican is going to come behind this and make it better, you're fucking stupid. You better figure out how to work what you got in front of you right now.
No doubt about it.
Of course.
They'll make it worse. And so
see, there we go. We got a new echo chamber around that one.
No,
I gotta go.
I feel like
anyway, man, but still, man, that's a good. Hey, man, thanks for coming up, Frank. If you're cutting out, man. Hey, gentlemen, any more last words? Any last words? Because I'm gonna go ahead and sign out.
I just feel like as man, we just gotta find solutions. I mean, and this not picking on Frank or anybody. I feel like as men, especially black men, because like our first solution already was getting away from the Democrat Party. Yes. Now let's see how we're gonna excel at that. The woman we pick, how we gonna raise our family, how to have a family in a good economy or a bad economy. As men, we're supposed to find solutions, man. And I just.
Yeah, as a married man, for as long as I've been married, I just tell brothers, I can't tell you how to date in today's market, but I can tell people how to be married. Never marry a woman on her terms. She's got to marry you on yours. That's number one. That's number one. She's got to marry you on yours.
That is misogynistic of you, Payne.
Exactly. The other way around is outside of nature. Anyway, but other than that, what about you, 100 Watts? You got any last words on this?
Hey, look, man, I just think that anybody that's not paying attention to the stock market, to the foreign exchange market, if you are not trying to make your money right now in something other than your 9 to 5, then you are going to be someone that will continue crying, complaining about the shit that's happening right now. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Figure out how to make money other than your 9 to 5, or you are going to be the one that loses your job to AI. Point blank.
I put up this chart earlier. You guys might have not been here,
and that is fucking beautiful. Because that 0 to I hate that 0 to 10%. That 4 to 10%.
That's just I just put 10%. This is the way I just kind of looked at it. Right, collapse. COVID was like a collapse. But look how fast we came back, man. Shit, from the 7th to the 5th, from 18% down to 8% down, 25% down to 11% down.
Oh my God!
And this is as of today, close the business today.
Look at the NASDAQ. That's as close. So as of May 5th, in
today.
The 52-week high. So today in the 52-week high, look how close you are. If you don't hurry up the fucking that NASDAQ right now, you are going to miss money, cuz.
The NASDAQ keeps up with the hurdle rate. What you have to, like, you may be investing in other stock, but you won't feel rich because you're not beating the hurdle rate. And the NASDAQ keeps up with the hurdle rate. And the hurdle rate is you not feeling. I mean, the hurdle rate is you feeling like, okay, I'm still floating in water. I'm not drowning. Like he said, just like 100 said, if you're not doing something to preserve your money or get ahead, you will drown. So the mindset keeps up with the hurdle rate. You know what I mean?
All right, gentlemen. Listen, you know it's funny, man. I've been digging around some AI music and shit. I always like
whoa. Don't say digging around like that, man. Say pause, bro.
Man, you know what, man? I'm too old. I don't get it. You know, I don't get it. I'm old.
You know, you had Teddy Pendergrass and those type of wild singers.
You know what I'm saying?
In 2026, we're gonna get rid of pause. Ayo, we'll get rid of all that shit. Pause, Ayo, all that shit. If you like dick, then take dick, bro. Stop trying to make me control how I talk because you like taking dick. Cool that shit, bro. 2026,
we know what you mean. But anyway, man, so that's bad. Okay, gentlemen, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna close the show out in a minute.
Hey, Tim, chill in the back chat for me for a second, because I'm trying to. I want to pick your brain for a second. Chill in the back chat for me if you don't mind. If you don't mind, if you're not busy.
Do I just hit the chat button?
No, because he's about to end the. He's about to end the stream.
I'm not gonna end it right now. I always end it with my tune, my AI too. So you go in the back chat and short. Yeah. You got like maybe 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
Back chat, you know what the back chat.
Once he ends what he doing, he's gonna end the stream. Just chill you at. I just want to poke your brain real quick.
Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, man, but you know what, man? I can't leave y'all up here, man, in the back. Can I leave y'all up here in the back? I don't know.
So if you wouldn't mind, do me a favor. So you can drop us down, but as soon once you hit end stream, just pull us back up real quick. I just want to chop it with Tan for a quick second, and then we're gonna get out the way.
You got it.
Yeah, once you hit end stream, just pull us back up, and then let me and him chop it, and I'll get out your way.
We got it.
In a world where the truth stands tall and clear, we rise with a vision breaking through the fear. Voices of the past echo strength anew. United in our struggle, we know what's true. Stand your ground, let your light shine bright. In the age of change, we'll reclaim our birthright. In the age of the new black conservative, we stand firm, we're unapologetic. With love in our hearts, faith in our soul, together as a force, we'll take control. Building bridges where division once stood. With wisdom and patience, we're a force for good. Empowered by the future as we take the world on. In the face of the storm, together we are an unbreakable bond. Hear the call from the valley to the skies. In this age of hope, black people will rise. In the age of the new black conservative, we stand firm, we're unapologetic. With love in our hearts, faith in our soul, together as a force, we'll take control. This is our time, hear us roar. In the age of change, we'll rise for sure.